asked you, how did what I did, I went to, I did a paper, and the subject of inquisition there was, what are the leading causes of poverty in Africa? And we crystallized about 7 by sampling about 100,000 formerly employed urban Africans. So that then translated into what I'm calling the African wealth formula. So the African wealth formula then is, if somebody today asked you, how do you build wealth in Africa? There are very many variables.
Wait, there's something that you've said there, and you're passing through it very fast. The causes of poverty in Africa.
Yes.
Can you mention them before we go into?
The top 3 causes of poverty in Africa, number 1 is financial illiteracy. The income generation skills are not the same as wealth building skills. While income generation skills is intuitive, wealth building skills are contextually based. So depending on the context. So the wealth building frameworks in Europe will not work for you in Africa. The wealth building frameworks in the US will not work for you because of the economic structure. So wealth building is contextual. That is why I built Cora, which is like Google Maps, but for wealth. You can find that on corawealth.com. It's online. So the reason of poverty in Africa is financial illiteracy. Many people generate income, but they'll never build wealth. So the issue is, I just don't know. I demonstrated recently how you can use 10,000 shillings to build an investment that will pay you 140,000 shillings without lifting a finger. Number 2 reason. The number 2 reason for poverty in Africa is death, disease, and emergencies. Do you know
death,
disease and emergencies? Yes. Do you know many families, especially the so-called middle income families in Africa, are just one medical emergency away from destruction? Any wealth that is not being built by protection is an illusion. So we build wealth by protection. We don't build wealth by speed. We don't build wealth by growth. We build wealth by protection. You protect first. And that is why the biggest reason why many families are broke is not because they didn't have income. It's because they did not have protection. Protection is 3 things. A, do you have insurance? You are insuring your life. You are insuring your income generation. B, do you have transition? 68% of African families will lose wealth during transition. Here in Kenya, look at the unclaimed assets. Many a husband has not revealed truly the true wealth of the family. So when they transition, what happens? That wealth evaporates. And number 3.
You mean when somebody dies?
When somebody dies. I'm using the word transition because death is so aggressive, but I'm using transition. And the third aspect of protection is, how are you holding your assets? In the case today, you are sued. How will you answer that suit in case you lost? I had a client. I have the privilege now of mentoring. I'm mentoring the top 1% of Africa. My average portfolio size, $400,000, $300,000. But I'm also handling border portfolios, guys with 200,000, 300,000. Right? I found something very interesting. There's this Indian client of mine, and he's worth about $2.5 million. And I found something very interesting in portfolio. You won't believe. It's a very aggressive protection technique. Everything he owns is in the mother's name. Can you imagine? Everything he owns. His house is in the mother's name. The car is in the mother's name. Everything is on, because that is his protection structure. If he entered into legal trouble today and you sued him, and you even won, you got nothing. If you lost, he collected from you. So that is protection. So the number 2 reason why there's poverty in Africa is death, disease, and emergency. The number 3 reason, you won't believe what the number 3 reason is.
Umalaya.
No comment. The number 3 top leading reason of poverty in Africa is peer pressure spending.
I was not far away.
I was
not far away.
I don't know about that, sir. I don't know about that. What I dress, what I drive, where I live, where I stay. And it's a very self-defeating model, because do you know, according to one journal of social psychology, University of Ontario, Canada, they argue